I started as a CPA back in the 70s. I can't even believe I've been doing this that long. And I tended to work with more affluent business owners and taxpayers. And so, even in the context of a CPA firm, people are always talking about estate taxes. And I got interested in it. That's part of the reason I went to law school. And for many years, I was focused on, okay, how do we avoid estate taxes? How do we avoid probate and all these kinds of things? In my own family, about 5 years ago now, my wife came down with a very rare form of cancer, and she's doing well now, thank goodness. But I was fortunate enough, my wife and I were fortunate enough to find a very special oncologist in Omaha, Nebraska, who was entirely focused on the patient's quality of life. Not just how do I cure this cancer thing that this person has, but how do I help this person get through this, and at the end of the day, even though they've had this terrible condition, this rare condition, make sure they live the life that they want to continue living. And it was like bells and whistles went off for me. And I realized that while I always talked to the family about, is there anything pressing, anything you're worried about, it tended to be a question on a questionnaire more than a philosophy. And it was a real epiphany for me in my practice that my clients are under attack. They're subject to the claims of creditors and predators and worrying about the IRS and worrying about who's trying to get their money from them. And for me, doing the practice the way I do it now, it's really about the client's quality of life, the client's quality of their values and their morals and their wisdom and the legacy that they're trying to leave behind for their family. And my focus is that. And that's not to say we ignore taxes and we ignore probate issues and any of those kinds of things. That's part of something that people should just do automatically. But it's really about what's important to this client. And when they pass on, what are they leaving behind? And I have to tell you that when I work with someone, and I know that we've captured really the essence of what's most important to them, and they get up and leave my office, and they've got a smile on their face, and they're glad that they've gone through this with me, it makes me feel really good. And so I'm fortunate enough to be one of those guys in the legal community that actually likes getting up and going to work in the morning and feels like I'm doing a good thing for people. And they get it.